Hey, what's up guys? And welcome back to Cam's Retro Gaming. So in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about what I call gaming or collecting regrets. Now, at least in my case, a regret when it comes to gaming or collecting, it's almost never buying something, it's always selling something. So, I'm sure like a lot of you guys, I've sold games in my collection or parts of my collection, probably many times over, just at different points in my life. I had different priorities, and regrets typically come from selling stuff. Now, I'm not saying hoarding is the best way to do it. You want to curate what you end up with and be smart financially, but a lot of times getting rid of stuff that's either rare or expensive, or hard to find will always lead, at least in my case, to a regretful situation. So when I was a kid, I had a Sega Genesis collection, small one, but I ended up selling everything to fund a copy of Mario Kart 64. And I don't know if I regret that in the sense, because I did have some stuff, like a bunch of loose games. And I was able to rebuy a lot of it and rebuy some cool stuff too. This is back in the early 2000s when I started kind of collecting again. Of course, I had like Rolling Thunder 2 and 3, Splatterhouse. I had some good games. Of course, all the staples as well. Punisher is one that I had as well. But I did end up selling everything again once I found out about the EverDrive. I probably sold it to fund another guitar or something like that. Another shiny thing that caught my eye, and I kind of had convinced myself that, I don't need the physical games. I could just play it on the EverDrive. And boy, was I wrong. With EverDrives are great. I'm not the kind of gamer that can really enjoy gaming off of like a list or a menu. I like to have the physical game and, grab it, put it in the console and the whole 9 yards. It just feels natural to me. So that's always been, I didn't realize at the time, but that was important to me. So like I said, sold all my games. I had some loose games too, but sold everything and had the EverDrive. I regretted it. And finally, I was able to rebuild my collection over time. And I rebuilt it better than ever, because I have everything in boxes. Most have the manual, some don't, but pretty much everything has a box, except for a few random things that I keep separately. And these are 32X games, so I don't really fool with the boxes on those just because it's so much more expensive. So moral of the story, at least in my case, before you sell something, make sure it's easily obtainable, or that you'll end up being okay without it, especially when it comes to collecting things like games, things like this. I didn't realize how important the actual physical games were to me. It's about half the experience. I love playing the games, but boy, do I love the games themselves. I'm just going to grab something random off the shelf. Let's see, I'll just grab two. These are some heavy hitters. Elemental Master. I mean, this artwork is incredible. Plus, this is a former rental copy, so it has that kind of cool value to it. And then El Viento. This game is hard as hell, but really cool cover, artwork, and everything. So they both happen to be renovation games. But, point being, I realized that the physical games and the whole package meant a lot to me. So that is my gaming regret, or my collecting/gaming regret. They're always, or it's always selling something that I didn't really want to sell. So next time you think you get the itchy finger to buy something new and shiny, the PS5 or anything, make sure that you want to sell what you're selling to get the new thing, because you may end up missing it in the end. All right, this is my public service announcement. Hope you guys are having a great week, and we'll see you guys very soon.